Hi guys, it is currently 6:38 in the afternoon, and welcome to my everything channel. Today I have my friend Lacey with me.
Hello, other known as memorable underscore spirit.
Today we are talking about fairy tale females. As you guessed, I have my fairy tale jacket on, and we are talking about the females. Starting with Kana. And on a scale of 1 to 10, how strong did you say she was?
A 9 or an 8, because she's not quite at a 10, but she's Gildart's daughter. Spoiler for anyone who doesn't know. You shouldn't actually be watching this. No, but she's Gildart's daughter, and she also uses fairy glitter, and to go off with her own power with cards. It's pretty cool.
Hold on. Hi guys, we're back. So we're shifting topics to My Hero Academia. Hold on one more minute, I'll be right back. Guys! We had a little off-camera fight. We're now talking about My Hero Academia characters and debating characters. Guys, she's mad at me. Anyways, who are we starting with? Okay, wait. The question I should be asking is, are we talking about people we like or people we don't like in My Hero Academia?
I like them all.
People you dislike, though. This is like you really despise or hate their guts.
I don't.
Really? Like, not one person.
No.
You can't think of one person. Dang, I got like 2 people.
Ew.
3, really. I have Overhaul, All Might, and Endeavor. But I'm kind of coming around to Endeavor.
I like them because that's their part in the story. So I don't necessarily hate them because I like their story. They're the main reason of part of the story.
I guess, but like, I kind of despise them.
But with a hatred, like a pure hatred, no, I don't have.
I don't have a pure hatred for them. I just slightly dislike them. Like, hate's a strong word.
Okay, wait, I got one.
Who?
Shigarati's dad.
Yes, I purely despise that man. I hate him with all my heart.
Same.
I hate him more than I hate All For One, and I don't even really hate All For One. Which is funny to say, because he's like the top tier villain. But anyways, we should start this conversation off with my favorite character, Endeavor. Oh, I'm a liar. He's not my favorite, but I am kind of coming around to liking Endeavor and kind of being on his side about some things. Now.
Oh, yeah, forever.
What?
Forever.
Endeavor. I like Endeavor. I like the new Endeavor. The new and slightly improved Endeavor.
Same.
Because our old Endeavor, the abusive jerkwad.
Who hurt Toya?
Yes, he did hurt Toya. Spoiler warnings. Planning ahead. I know there's gonna be some in this video.
Yeah, you guys watching this, you already have to know there's spoilers.
Yeah. So, we're talking about Endeavor?
Yeah.
Now, here's the reason why I dislike Endeavor, which is pretty basic, and I think it almost goes for everybody, really. The abuse of his kids, first of all. Not caring about half of his kids that he made, and only making kids for them to be stronger than All Might. And abusing his wife at that. Like, mentally abusing.
But when you think about it, it's also, their parents' fault, his parents' fault.
Tika Todoroki?
He wouldn't have married Todoroki's mom if it wasn't a...
No. I get that, but it's not really about that. Them having a love... They actually did kind of love each other in their high school life. But who's really faulted is All Might. I'm shifting that way, as you can see. Because he would have never...
All Might's the true villain of the story, guys. Spoilers.
All Might's the true villain. And here's why I say that. Um, so Endeavor would have never been, because Endeavor used to be a nice person when he was young. Then All Might came along and shoved number one hero in his face, and then that made Endeavor want to try to catch up to All Might to try and eventually beat All Might, and then he couldn't do it when he was his age, so he forces that on his kids, which leads to the abuse of his kids, which leads to Toya running away or dying, which leads to Todoroki, being depressed and almost like none of his kids loving him.
Emotionless.
Yeah, half his kids emotionless and not loving him, and also ends up putting his wife in a mental hospital. Also leads to the burn scar on Todoroki's face. So I'm blaming all of it on All Might, because it's all started with All Might, in my opinion. And he's not the only, okay, All Might didn't do it intentionally, but it's still partially his fault. But there are some things I can blame All Might for that have actual evidence. Like how Deku almost really gave up on his dreams and fell into depression, which was partly Bakugo's fault, but he didn't have to tell Midoriya to give up on his dreams. Yeah, that he can't be a hero. He didn't have to tell him that, and he didn't have to tell him that he should just be a police officer instead. Because as of right there, okay, first of all, Midoriya doesn't have a father, so he doesn't have that extra parent support. Inko kind of gave up on him too. Not to mention the bullying and abuse he got from Bakugo during his whole high school life, and the teachers did nothing to help.
True. Yeah.
So that's why I really don't like All Might. And the funny thing is, he literally says that quirk these people, or he kind of implies that you can't be. No, he really did say. He said you can't be a hero without a quirk when he was quirkless at one point. So how you gonna tell another quirkless kid when you're once quirkless?
But he was kind of right though, because he didn't become a hero until he actually got a quirk.
But he can't tell another person that when he was once quirkless too. That's what I'm getting at. But anyways, I like Endeavor now because I like Endeavor because he's changing, but he's changing a little too late for me. But it's the thought that counts. It's the thought that he's changing and trying to be more nice. Per se. That's all I have to say about Endeavor and All Might. I like Endeavor. I hate All Might. Overhaul can go die somewhere. I'm glad Shigaraki took his arms.
Yes, same.
Because, okay, so he abused Eri for a while, a long while.
He cut her open.
He did. He did a lot of really bad stuff to Eri. Not to mention, that's what I said, Eri.
Sounds like you're saying eerie. Like eerie.
We're saying the same thing.
Airy.
Anyways, moving on for her trying to correct me. He did a lot of bad things to her. And
I don't fucking like you fucking nigger. What?
Filming. I'm filming, bro.
You're filming?
Yes.
A video on YouTube?
Yes. You don't have a shirt on. Go away. Anyways, Overhaul sucks.
You suck.
In general, because I get what he was trying to do, because he was trying to get rid of powers.
Wait, who?
And in the Hero Society, which is the same thing Shigaraki's trying to do, kind of. He's trying to get rid of quirks, basically. And honestly, you want to talk about quirks?
Quirks shouldn't be a thing in the first place.
Yeah.
It's just causing pain and misery.
Quirks, okay. Here's what quirks lead to: depression. Quirks lead to heroes and villains. They lead to depression. They lead to fights. They lead to bullying. They lead to a lot of bad things. So, in my opinion, there should be no quirks at all. But we kind of need quirks for the plot, so we can't just say cancel all quirks. But in my opinion, the show needs quirks to be a good show. So
Yes.
yeah, we need quirks, but we don't need them because it's like it's a weird concept. With quirks, this lead to all the problems that they have in their world. So quirks just suck in general.
True. I 100% agree.
Um, that's how I feel about it. Who's the other heroes? What other heroes can we talk about?
We're talking about people we hated, but okay.
Cause I don't really hate anybody else.
I don't really hate anybody.
Because okay, you want to talk about the League?
Yeah.
I love the League of Villains, which is okay. I love Hero Society, but I love the League of Villains more because I feel more for the League of Villains than anybody else in that anime, because they're just a bunch of de-traumatized children that didn't get help when they needed it, and just so happened to become villains because of that. Like de-traumatized, abused children that didn't get the help from heroes or Hero Society when they needed it. So they're just sad children that just need to be loved. That just happened to fall into All for One's hands.
Yeah. But like, I love Toga. I love her to death. She's so cute. And the thing is, her story is sad.
It's the saddest. It's almost as sad as Shigaraki's and Toya's. That's why they're such a big family, because they're kind of bonded together. Although they don't know what goes on in each other's past, they all kind of have the same motivation. What?
It's not as bad as Toya. Okay,
It's not.
So it's not as bad as Shigaraki's. Shigaraki, I think, is one of the
Worst.
first ones that are really bad, because he actually killed his family.
Okay, here's the thing. All of them have some type of abuse, whether it be mental, physically, or emotionally.
Yeah.
That's that. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that.
Agreed.
Now, how do we feel about Midoriya's father, although we don't know much about him?
I hate him.
What do we know about Midoriya? Hisashi Midoriya. That he breathes. All we know is that he has
an asshole who never came to raise this kid.
that too. All we really know is that he breathes fire. That's his quirk. And he's supposed to essentially be working overseas, air quotes, working overseas.
Yeah, because that was the excuse when he was a kid, wasn't he? So he went to go get milk and didn't come back.
That's just an old joke everybody uses. Anyways, yeah. So Hisashi, we actually know what Hisashi kind of looks like. I'm assuming that Hisashi is the guy that Inko dated her high school life, which is in a manga panel, which I will put over here. But I'm assuming that's what that guy that's in the panel with Inko, that's who Hisashi is, which also leads to Hisashi, in my opinion, being all for one.
Yeah.
2 reasons why I think it hasn't been proven. Has it been proven? Has it been proven that Hisashi is all for one? Like,
no.
Okay, then I can give my reasons and my theories on this. My theory that Hisashi is all for one is because first of all, one of the reasons why Hisashi couldn't go home is because his face is mentally disfigured. So how would he go back to Inko and explain that about his whole facial thing? And this ties in back into me hating All Might, because Hisashi wouldn't be able to go home and have a family if All Might did mess up his face.
Did All Might actually do that to his face? Though?
Yes, during their first fight, one of their fights, All Might did that. So if their fight didn't mess him up so bad, he would have been able to at least go home or tell Inko something about something. I feel like in my heart that he would have eventually wanted to tell Inko that he was a villain. Because I feel like he had pure actual love with Inko. Hold on, my dad is calling.
Yeah.
So I'm back. um,
What the fuck?
we might stop recording a little bit, and I might just post this video
As a blooper.
as a blooper. Just and then, whatever clips I get, I'll tie them all together.
Okay.
But let's just continue on what I was saying. This ties into me hating All Might more because I feel like Hasashi might have actually had real love for Inko, and Hasashi being all for one, that told me to unlock the door. So that's why he hasn't been able to go back to his family. And I feel like he keeps a picture of Inko and Midoriya. I feel like he would keep a picture of them and closely watch them. Which ties into Shigaraki being Deku's brother and his cousin, because Nana Shimura is Inko's mother.
Okay, but what about the theory of All for One taking Deku's quirk when he was a kid?
I believe that because he might have been a villain, but he still might have loved his family, and I feel like maybe the quirk that Deku had might have been too strong for him.
Yeah. Okay,
Maybe that was
so
the case.
here's the theory someone came about and I saw it. It was, but it kind of doesn't make sense a little bit. But it's like that Deku actually had the quirk that Shigaraki had, and
That's what I'm
All for
maybe
One took
thinking.
away.
Maybe
But
because
how would he have met Shigaraki before that and gave it to him?
what do you mean? You think All for One gave Shigaraki that quirk?
Yeah, like
No, I feel like Shigaraki. No. It's been proven that Shigaraki developed his quirk on his own. I don't think All for One would have given them that quirk. Now, maybe Midoriya had the same quirk or concept quirk as Shigaraki, and All for One took it away because it was too strong, and he might accidentally hurt somebody, or his quirk could have
that's
just.
not what I'm talking about, though. That is like a point of it, but like the rumor, the like theory that I'm talking about is like somehow he took the decay quirk away from Deku and gave it to Shigaraki. Like you're saying, that's not making sense.
That part's not making sense to me. What I'm saying is that I think it could work both ways. Maybe the quirk was too strong for Deku and he took it away from Deku, or he had the same type of quirk as Shigaraki and just ended up taking the quirk. Then he just ended up disappearing. But that's all I really have for theories and such as of right now. I think this is the end of the recording. Hope you all have a wonderful day, night, afternoon, wherever you are. Bye-bye, everybody. Have a great time. Bye-bye.